right, man. Teddy, man, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Super full. My wife just cooked our breakfast meal for me, and I feel pretty good, man. I'm full as hell.
Smart man, man. How's your quarantine been? Any crazy gaming?
Oh yeah, man. That's all I've been doing, man. I said, of course, I've been practicing my drifting, Call of Duty, a lot of Animal Crossing on my Switch at night. So I'm going crazy.
What's been going on as far as you hanging out with people on the Twitch? Any dope interactions? Any stories
Oh
you got?
man, I mean, when I'm on Twitch, I don't remember a lot. Night before last, I guess yesterday morning, I streamed for 8 hours and I didn't even know. I had no idea.
What
Yeah,
the
yeah, I thought I was on there for like 2 hours, man. I looked at my stream review, 8 hours and 16 minutes.
I want to congratulate you, man. The Wake Up Dead single with Chris is freaking fire, man.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
I feel like every time you guys link up, whether it's a kiss kiss, it's a freeze, you guys just have this magical energy, man. Talk about like what was different this time around versus the previous collaborations you guys have done in the past.
Man, I mean, with everything we've done in the past, we've always been together. You know what I'm saying? We've always been in the same room. And this time, we had to go back and forth through email. And it was, he had a lot going on, you know what I'm saying, with stuff with his career. So, it wasn't difficult to get in contact with him, but usually it's like a one call thing and I just ride over to where he is. But now it's like emails, text messages. I gotta FaceTime you while you're in the studio to make sure, you know what I'm saying, everything going how you want it. And it was a lot, man. It was a longer process. I will say
Yeah.
it was a longer process. And we usually feed off of each other in the studio, and the fact that we couldn't get in together it sucked real bad.
Man, has the recording process just kind of been like a downer since this whole quarantine started for you?
I don't know. I'm an introvert. This is great.
Oh, there you go. I'm thinking, oh man, I miss Chris. I miss my homies in the studio. You're like, oh, nah, fuck it. Like,
Fantastic. I mean, I'm one of them artists that kind of dreads going in with people for real, to be totally honest.
really?
Man, because not only is it a lot of pressure to like get a verse right, like right off the bat, or you know what I'm saying, try to impress your homeboys with bars, y'all trying to outdo each other on lyrics. And nah, man, when I'm in the studio by myself, it's just me and my mind and just anything I can think of. If I want to sound silly on the song, I can without thinking I'm going to embarrass myself or something like that. It's much better for me.
Let me ask you this, because going back, I want to go to One Up real quick. One of my favorite tracks is Go Talk. And I was playing it again this morning. I'm curious, like, when did you develop that confidence to say I'm the GOAT in my craft?
Right when I recorded that song.
Right then and there, you're like, you know what? I'm the motherfucking man. Boom.
I'm like, fuck this, man. It's that time to talk that shit. And it made sense, man. We made it on 2K20, so I feel good about that. That was
I also got to congratulate you, man. You're the first time in a long time, my brother, fully independent, no label.
Yeah, man. No label, not even management. I don't even have management right now, so I'm just doing everything myself, man. I've learned enough from the game in previous years, and just really trying to articulate my own ideas instead of a team of people trying to come up with what they think is best for T-Pain. I think this is the most free I've been and the most creative I've been in a while, and I'm real proud of this album right now.
How is that like transferred over into the music and your new album?
I've been trying a lot of new stuff. Like I went in with congos. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wouldn't. A lot of people from my genre wouldn't go in with congos, and I feel like, man, that's something that needed to happen because I'm a huge fan of congos. And
yeah,
to think that I kind of stifled myself when I was on a label, when I was when I had management, that if I work with the congos, if I work with anything that I actually like, it's going to destroy me if that team doesn't like it. Like I had never been in a studio session with 4 people singing on one mic at the same time, because of the traditional way that urban artists record. They brought in two different accordions. They had two microphones from World War II that was used for like comms and stuff like that. It was just like the difference that those things bring into my creativity. I needed that. You know what I'm saying? And now that I've seen that that's possible, I explore more and I try more things and I bring in my own different microphones and stuff like that. And it really broadened my vision, you know what I'm saying, on how these things can turn out and how these things can work. So, it turned into me being happy because I'm discovering new things after being in the game for so long. And it really helped me, like I said, articulate this vision that I got so far.
It sounds like this is gonna be musical as fuck. Once you said Congos, I'm like, oh. This dude said Congos.
I mean, it's there, man. I mean, it's there. I explored more, but I still kept it centered. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still kept it central to what my fans love and what people expect from me. And you know, it still smashes, it still hits. You know, like I said, I previewed the Wake Up Dead on the Versus thing, and man, people have been asking for it since. So I knew that I had something. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I had something going on, and previously that song wasn't well accepted by the teams I was with, and it was just like it's too soft, it's too slow. We need a club record, we need a radio record. I'm like, man, we don't determine what club and radio records are. The people do. If the people say they want it, then let them have it. It's not gonna hurt anything. If the song flop, go to the next one. Put out the next one and just keep releasing until we find one that hit. And when it hit, it's gonna be lit.
Your singing prowess, tune or no tune, you got it down 100%. Like, I wonder, after you did like Tiny Desk and you did The Masked Singer, do you feel like that chip is finally off your shoulder as far as trying to prove people you could sing without the tune?
It's weird, man, because it's kind of half and half. Like, I know that I always perform with no auto tune. Always, you know, when I perform live, I never have auto tune. And you know, to see the people that still don't know, still right now to this day, people still try to troll me online and like, oh, all you do is use auto tune. I'm like, obviously you haven't done any research or looked at me in a while or something. But you know what I'm saying? I know my truth, but at the same time, it's like, man, I hate ignorant people.
They all over the place.
You can't be this ignorant for this long and then still try to use your ignorance for insults. It just doesn't make sense. It makes you look stupid. But you know, as far as getting that chip off my shoulder, man, I'm always gonna have something to prove. No matter what you think of me, regardless, auto tune or not, I'm still putting out smashes. It don't matter. It don't matter what it is. Even if I was still just the auto tune guy, I'd still be putting out smashes. Cool. I use auto tune a lot, but guess what? I made a lot of money from it.
I gotta ask you, brought up Versus a little while back. You and Lil Jon went 1-on-1. When are we getting this collab? I know y'all talking about a tour, but when we gonna get a little collab going, man?
Oh man, Lil Jon sent me like 80 beats after that, right after that battle, man. So I'm ready, dude. Like I'm still recording every day. We got something in the works with me, him, and Meg. So I think that's gonna be pretty fire, man. I mean, we still working it out, but I got the beat, the hook is going on. You know, it's getting worked on, and yeah, I think you know Meg gonna do her thing regardless. So we already working on that, and we got other stuff for pop artists, and you know he sent me a lot of beats. It was a lot. It was a little overwhelming.
I'm gonna take it back 2010.
Okay.
One of my favorite underrated hooks. I don't know if you remember when you and Kanye, I think this was for GLC, y'all did Flight School.
Oh, Flight School was one of my favorites, man. Not only was it like, it was some dope lyrics for sure, but that's one of my favorite like melodies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I find myself singing that still to this day. I still, you know, they said you living like you died before. But man, like, come on.
That was,
oh my God.
I don't know if you know, Rapper Turned Singer is going to turn 15 in December.
God damn.
That's a ninth grader right there. That's a ninth grader right there. I don't know if you know about that.
That's crazy. I gotta get ready to celebrate for that for sure.
Let me ask you this: what would you say is your favorite deep cut from Rapper Turned Singer?
Ooh, favorite deep cut from Rapper Turned Singer. The intro.
Ooh, what an intro.
The intro. I was spitting. I thought I was both members of Film Mob on that intro.
You about to go after this interview? You about to turn that speaker up real quick?
Yeah, I might have to go
get on the switch.
No, I was definitely going in. I thought I could rap for real on that one. That was that made me feel good, and it was good that Akon let me use that because when he signed me as a singer, he was basically kind of against me rapping at all, and the fact that he let my intro be that. I feel like that was love in itself, and I that was a good business decision as a CEO, as a fellow artist, you know, Akon really let me express myself on there. So that was pretty cool.
Man, I'm curious, man, because obviously, you know, Teddy gets busy with the bars too. I would say from a 1 to 10, where's your bar level at right now?
Oh,
10
right.
being like boom.
I don't know, man, because you know what? I not recently, but for the last few years, man, I've been real into battle rapping. Uh, like you know, like boy, battle rap, like everything that Smack do, URL, King of the Dot. Like I've been going all over the place with everything, you know. And man, just to see the level of where them boys are, Tay Rock, you know, T Top, New
Don't
Jersey
forget
Club,
loaded. Don't forget
yeah,
loaded.
Lux, you know what I'm saying, Gray Hoodie Lux, like you know what I'm saying, Hollow, man, just you know everybody, Arsenal, now.
Mm-hmm. Bad boy.
Suge, like bro, just to see the level of talent and artistry that these boys exude is man, it really makes me feel like I wanna put my head in a hole. Like I don't even like I don't like talking about rap without them boys' names being mentioned. When I start talking about the way I rap, I'm like, oh, I'm nowhere near that. So if them boys is a 10, I'm at a 3 and a third.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to Billboard, man. We really appreciate it, man.
I appreciate y'all, bro. I thank y'all, man, for calling in. Tell everybody go get that Wake Up Dead and go
Yes.
and cop that Precious Stones when it come out. The new T-Pain album, Precious Stones. I am here for it. It is.
There you go with the Congo on deck. There we go. I'm gonna be tuning in. I better hear Congo on every track, man. T-Pain, thank you, my brother.